Hello, welcome to the CEO DG and La YouTube channel. Mega series of current affairs. MCQs with 25 question and answers. January 2020 edition. This is highly recommended for SSC, Railways, RBI, SBI, IBPS, Nabard and all competitive exams. First question. India has issued a travel advisory advising Indian nationals to avoid all non-essential travel to which nation? The options are A. Israel, B. Turkey, C. Iraq, D. Syria. Second one. Which country has developed a laser-based aerial defense system? The options are A. Iran, B. North Korea, C. Israel, D. Turkey. First one. India has issued a travel advisory advising Indian nationals to avoid all non-essential travel to which nation? A. Israel, B. Turkey, C. Iraq, D. Syria. So the answer is C. Iraq. The Union Ministry of External Affairs has issued a travel advisory advising Indian nationals to avoid all non-essential travel to Iraq until further notification. The Indians living in Iraq have also been advised to stay alert and avoid travel within the nation. Second one. Which country has developed a laser-based aerial defense system? A. Iran, B. North Korea, C. Israel, D. Turkey. The answer is C. Israel. Israel's Defense Ministry announced on January 8, 2020 that it has made a breakthrough in technology and created a laser-based aerial defense system. Third one. When is the World Hindi Day celebrated every year? The options are A. 8th February, B. 10th January, C. 14th March, D. 20th September. Fourth one. How many films have been nominated in the Best Picture category for Oscars in 2020? The options are A. 7, B. 9, C. 6, D. 8. Third one. When is the World Hindi Day celebrated every year? A. 8th February, B. 10th January, C. 14th March, D. 20th September. So the answer is B. 10th January. World Hindi Day is celebrated every year on January 10. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh announced to celebrate World Hindi Day in 2006. The first World Hindi Conference was organized in Nagpur on January 10, 1976. Fourth one. How many films have been nominated in the Best Picture category for Oscars 2020? A. 7, B. 9, C. 6, D. 8. So the answer is B. 9. The Best Picture category of Oscars 2020 has a total of 9 nominations including Marriage Story, The Irishman, Joker, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Little Women and the Golden Globe winner 1917. Fifth question. Who among the following has recently been selected as the new Director General of CRPF? The options are A. J.P. Tyagi, B. A.P. Maheshwari, C. R.R. Rodrigues, D. Vimal Manuja. Sixth question. Which country's Prime Minister has resigned along with his cabinet soon after President's call for constitutional amendments? The options are A. France, B. Russia, C. Germany, D. Italy. Fifth one. Who among the following has recently been selected as the new Director General of CRPF? JP Tyagi, B. AP Maheshwari, C. RR Rodrigues, D. Vimal Manuja. So the answer is B. AP Maheshwari. The 1984 batch IPS officer AP Maheshwari has been appointed as new Director General of the General Reserve Police Force CRPF. Sixth one. Which country's Prime Minister has resigned along with his cabinet soon after President's call for constitutional amendments? A. France, B. Russia, C. Germany, D. Italy. So the answer is B. Russia. Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev resigned from his post on January 15, 2020 along with his cabinet. The Russian Prime Minister resigned soon after President Vladimir Putin announced some constitutional reforms. Seventh one. When was Pariksha Pe Charcha 2020 event held? The options are A. January 20th, B. January 22nd, C. January 23rd, D. January 30. Eighth one. Who has been elected as the 11th BJP National President? The options are A. Rajnath Singh, B. Nitin Gadkari, C. Jagat Prakash Nadda, D. Narendra Singh Tomar. Seventh one. When was Pariksha Pe Charcha 2020 event held? A. January 20th, B. January 22nd, C. January 23rd, D. January 30th. So the answer is A. January 20th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's interaction program Pariksha Pe Charcha 2020 was held at Talkatore Stadium in New Delhi on January 20, 2020. The event is expected to witness participation from over 2,000 students, teachers and parents from across the nation. Eighth one. Who has been elected as the 11th BJP National President? A. Rajnath Singh, B. Nitin Gadkari, C. Jagat Prakash Nadda, D. Narendra Singh Tomar. So the answer is C. Jagat Prakash Nadda. Jagat Prakash Nadda has been elected as the 11th National President of BJP, succeeding Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Nadda was appointed as the working president of the party in June 2019. Ninth one. Which international organization has predicted reduced growth forecast of 5.8% for India in 2020? The options are A. World Bank, B. IMF, C. ADB, D. UNDP. 10th one. Which country has elected Katrina Sakella-Ropolo as its first woman president? The options are A. Ethiopia, B. Greece, C. Italy, D. Ireland. Ninth one. Which international organization has predicted reduced growth forecast of 5.8% for India in 2020? A. World Bank, B. IMF, C. ADB, D. UNDP. The answer is B. IMF. The International Monetary Fund IMF in its January World Economic Outlook has announced reduced growth forecasts for India to just 4.8% in 2019 and 5.8% in 2020. The report also predicted downgrade in the global growth forecast for the next 2 years and largely credited the slowdown to India's slow economic growth. 10th one. Which country has elected Katrina Sakella-Ropolo as its first woman president? A. Ethiopia, B. Greece, C. Italy, D. Ireland. So the answer is B. Greece. Greece has elected Katrina Sakella-Ropolo as the first woman president in the country's history. The 63-year-old was elected to the top post in a historic parliamentary vote on January 22, 2020, which saw 261 of the total 294 MPs vote in favor of her. 11th question. Who launched the 1 trillion trees initiative? The options are A. WEF, B. UN, C. US, D. UNEP. 12th one. Which state's Disaster Mitigation and Management Center won the Subhash Chandra Bose Abda Prabandhan Puraskar 2020? The options are A. Kerala, B. Uttarakhand, C. Odisha, D. Gujarat. 11th one. Who launched the 1 trillion trees initiative? A. WEF, B. UN, C. US, D. UNEP. So the answer is A. WEF. The World Economic Forum has launched 1 trillion trees initiative to grow, restore and conserve 1 trillion trees across the world by 2030. The global initiative is aimed at restoring biodiversity and help fight climate change. 12th one. Which state's Disaster Mitigation and Management Center won the Subhash Chandra Bose Abda Prabandhan Puraskar 2020? A. Kerala, B. Uttarakhand, C. Odisha, D. Gujarat. So the answer is B. Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand's Disaster Mitigation and Management Center won the Subhash Chandra Bose Abda Prabandhan Puraskar 2020 on January 23, 2020 in the institution category. Kumar Munnan Singh won the award in the individual category. The award aims to recognize the excellent work in the field of disaster management. 13th one. Which album won the award for Best Rock Album at the Grammy 2020 Awards? The options are A. Amo, B. Social Cues, C. In the End, D. Trauma. 14th one. Saudi Arabia has refused to allow which nation's citizen to visit the nation? The options are A. Iran, B. Yemen, C. Israel, D. Russia. 13th one. Which album won the award for Best Rock Album at the Grammy 2020 Awards? A. Amo, B. Social Cues, C. In the End, D. Trauma. So the answer is B. Social Cues. American rock band Case the Elephants album Social Cues won Best Rock Album at the Grammy 2020 Awards. 14th. Saudi Arabia has refused to allow which nation's citizens to visit the nation? A. Iran, B. Yemen, C. Israel, D. Russia. So the answer is C. Israel. Saudi Arabia has refused to allow Israeli citizens from visiting the country. The Gulf Kingdom does not share any diplomatic relations with Israel due to the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. 15th one. Under US President Donald Trump's new Middle East plan, which city will remain as Israel's undivided capital? The options are A. Tel Aviv, B. Haifa, C. Jerusalem, D. Ashdod. 16th one. When is World Leprosy Day observed every year? The options are A. 25th January, B. 26th February, C. 10th January, D. 30th January. 15th. Under US President Donald Trump's new Middle East plan, which city will remain as Israel's undivided capital? A. Tel Aviv, B. Haifa, C. Jerusalem, D. Ashdod. So the answer is C. Jerusalem. As per US President Donald Trump's Middle East peace plan, Jerusalem will remain Israel's undivided capital. The US President has proposed a two-state solution with two different capitals to solve the long-standing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. 16th. When is World Leprosy Day observed every year? A. 25th January, B. 26th February, C. 10th January, D. 30th January. The answer is D. 30th January. The World Leprosy Eradication Day is observed annually across the globe on January 30. The day was chosen by the World Health Organization as a tribute to Mahatma Gandhi, who was assassinated on January 30, 1948. Mahatma Gandhi had a compassion for the people affected with leprosy. 17th. Which nation is the second biggest weapon producer after the US as per Sbi National Report? The options are A. India, B. Russia, C. Germany, D. China. 18th one. Which airlines has suspended all its flights to China after the coronavirus outbreak? The options are A. British Airways, B. Qatar Airways, C. Air India, D. Emirates. 17th. Which nation is the second biggest weapon producer after the US as per Sbi National Report? A. India, B. Russia, C. Germany, D. China. So the answer is D. China. According to the annual report on weapons by Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, Sbi, China is the second biggest weapon producer country after the United States. China has surpassed Russian companies. 18th. Which airlines has suspended all its flights to China after the coronavirus outbreak? A. British Airways, B. Qatar Airways, C. Air India, D. Emirates. So the answer is A. British Airways. The British Airways has suspended all its flights to and from China due to the spread of deadly coronavirus. All the flights have been suspended following an advice from the United Kingdom Foreign Office. 19th one. Which state has become the fourth state to pass resolution demanding scrapping of CAA? The options are A. Karnataka, B. Maharashtra, C. Madhya Pradesh, D. West Bengal. 20th. When is National Voters' Day celebrated in India? The options are A. 24th January, B. 25th January, C. 26th January, D. 27th January. 19th one. Which state has become the fourth state to pass resolution demanding scrapping of CAA? A. Karnataka, B. Maharashtra, C. Madhya Pradesh, D. West Bengal. So the answer is D. West Bengal. West Bengal has become the fourth state to pass anti-CAA resolution on January 27, 2020. The West Bengal state government's resolution demands that the controversial CAA law be repealed and NPR NRC be withdrawn. 20th. When is National Voters' Day celebrated in India? A. 24th January, B. 25th January, C. 26th January, D. 27th January. So the answer is B. 25th January. The National Voters' Day is celebrated annually on January 25. The day was celebrated for the first time in January 2011. The Election Commission of India was founded on January 25, 1950. 21st. Which Indian state recently launched Mukhyamantri Krishak Durghatana Kalyan Yojana? The options are A. Uttar Pradesh, B. Andhra Pradesh, C. Madhya Pradesh, D. Rajasthan. 22nd. Challa Srinivasulu Setti has become the managing director of which bank? The options are A. SBI, B. BOI, C. BOB, D. PNB. 21st. Which Indian state recently launched Mukhyamantri Krishak Durghatana Kalyan Yojana? A. Uttar Pradesh, B. Andhra Pradesh, C. Madhya Pradesh, D. Rajasthan. So the answer is A. Uttar Pradesh. The UP government recently launched Mukhyamantri Krishak Durghatana Kalyan Yojana MKDKY to provide financial assistance to family members of farmer who passes away or die or handicapped while working in the field. 22nd. Challa Srinivasulu Setti has become the managing director of which bank? A. SBI, B. BOI, C. BOB, D. PNB. So the answer is A. SBI. Challa Srinivasulu Setti has been appointed as the new Managing Director MD of the State Bank of India SBI. He will remain on this post for the next 3 years. 23rd. Which country launched e-passport facility on January 22, 2020? The options are A. India, B. Bangladesh, C. Myanmar, D. Sri Lanka. 24th. Who was the chief guest at India's 71st Republic Day? The options are A. Jair Bolsonaro, B. Donald Trump, C. Vladimir Putin, D. Boris Johnson. 23rd. Which country launched e-passport facility on January 22, 2020? A. India, B. Bangladesh, C. Myanmar, D. Sri Lanka. So the answer is B. Bangladesh. Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina launched e-passport facility for all citizens of the nation in Dhaka on January 22, 2020. The e-passports will have an embedded chip in them that will contain all the required biometric data of the passport holder, including photograph and other information that is there on the regular passport. The facility will also have digital security features. 24th. Who was the chief guest at India's 71st Republic Day? A. Jair Bolsonaro, B. Donald Trump, C. Vladimir Putin, D. Boris Johnson. So the answer is A. Jair Bolsonaro. Brazil's President Jair Bolsonaro was the chief guest at India's 71st Republic Day. Bolsonaro arrived in New Delhi for a 4-day visit to India on January 24, 2020. 25th. Who won the Best Actor Award in a Drama Series at the SAG Awards 2020? The options are A. Steve Carell, B. Billy Crudup, C. David Harbour, D. Peter Dinklage. 25th. Who won the Best Actor Award in a Drama Series at the SAG Awards 2020? A. Steve Carell, B. Billy Crudup, C. David Harbour, D. Peter Dinklage. So the answer is D. Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage won the Best Actor Award in a Drama Series at the SAG Awards 2020 for his role as Tyrion Lannister in the popular TV show Game of Thrones. The show also won the SAG Award for the Best Action in Television Stunt Ensembles.
Dhanyavad. Thank you. If you like this video, do like, subscribe and share. See you in the next one. Bye bye.